Is it working? Okay, hi guys! Welcome back, some more Disco Elysium. We survived the tribunal. That was pretty crazy. And Kuno is now up with us in the party. That's pretty amazing. Of course, we couldn't have been alone. Yeah, Kim got injured in the fight. I can't believe I missed that 92% authority check. I will go back and redo that just to see what happens if I play with him. But
These
apparently,
papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
we still have to figure out the case, and apparently, failing this is what allows Kuno to join our party.
The child. Dom's unfinished. Dom's unfinished too. The man with the hole in his head. Boring ass shit. Motorcycle emptiness. That's a cool case. Kuno can solve that shit for the Beano. No one tells Kuno what to call something. But the Beano was alright in Kuno's book. Kuno's pig.
Very little. This is a daily write-up. He's just started copying notes from his notebook, preparing them for filing. The case appears to be named, however, HDB 41 0803.1015, 28 kilometers to the northeast, in the infirmary of Precinct 57. Lieutenant Kim Pinball Kitsuragi rests under a heart monitor. A triage sign, colored yellow, hangs from his injury record. Safe, it means. He coughs, propped up against the pillow. "Why are you here?" asks the man as the cough fit resides. His eyes are black and moist. "To inquire about the Lieutenant E. Freighter, sir. I am his partner," says Satellite Officer Jean Vicmer, standing in the doorway. "Then why are you wasting time here?" coughs Kim. "He's out there in Martinez, unsupervised, without cover. You need to get there." It's on his right-hand side, a little blue notebook, open at case notes. This year, you can see references to the child, Dom's Unfinished 2, motorcycle emptiness, and the man with the hole in his head. Half a dozen stolen property cases, titled Crossword Puzzles 2 to 2000.
Interesting. I'm glad Kim didn't die. I was, like I said, I was about to lose my shit if Kim died because of me failing 92% check. Nothing changed around here, I see. My legs hurt. Maybe if you don't run, it will be okay. Ugh. What are the odds of that, you think?
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. "I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs."
A gift, huh? That's fucking suspicious to Kuno. A trap, probably. But don't sweat it. You got the Kuno spot on you. Let's go in.
Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay?
That would be bad.
Yeah. Fugitive on the run shit. Kuno's seen this shit before.
Kuno knows the shit, huh?
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity.
I was kind of hoping the gift would be here.
Nah, pig. That'd be too easy. Let's keep looking. Smart chick. Kuno never leaves shit behind either. Kuno's a pro.
Kuno is a pro indeed.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
Oh, Kuno knows this shit. Ballistic shit, science radio shit. Shows where the shot came from.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where
It
that's a thread?
suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B triple prime, the island.
Wow.
of A.
Huh.
Pig? You're really fucking onto something there.
He has surprisingly high visual calculus. It's all the speed he's doing.
Yeah, Kuno's seen that shit. Crazy shit. Ain't nothing to Kuno, but lots of places to hide there. Kuno's got no fucking clue. You need to pig this shit, cop style. Cool shit, Sub-Zero shit. Kuno's listening, you got his attention, so what's next?
The wind blows in from the open window. The boy squints, looking into the cold distance across the water.
Let's go to the fucking island.
Why fucking not? Just one question though. How are you gonna get to the island? Kuno has his ways, but that ain't for your fat old ass.
Maybe someone from the fishing
There's
village
this
can
lady in
help.
the village. She, yeah, the boat's there. You go, do shit there. You'll get one on the coast.
Thanks, Kuno. I guess that's the gift. Interesting. Why wouldn't she tell us from the start? Oh, so annoying. Class, yeah. Alright, well, we did want to explore the island. I can't walk for the rest of the game. You gotta help me run a list sometime. A little bit. Oh, this place is pretty empty, huh?
Oh,
Secret
you're right.
operative.
It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Fucking cleaned it.
What a dick, dancing around in his maid uniform.
I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway, I hope at least your partner is recovering quickly. Also, you're staying here for free now. That's right, this
Hey!
establishment supports clubs. The stay is free, the drinks are not. Just felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
You know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
More or less,
Them. Nice people, but no. Lena said they were going back to Jamrock. I saw them pass by outside. This was before the fight started. I'm glad she got out of here before all that. Bullets flying and stuff. People inside were quite terrified, you know. I had to take action and step outside too.
That was probably for the best.
I mean, you're a detective. Perhaps you can track them down. Shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know what the fuck this is about, but you should chill down, pig. You'll get this Lena fuck on false charges.
You'll see her again one day. You know it. Things went like they did for a reason.
Oh, fine, hero cop. Lena left a forwarding address. 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. If you see them again, do give them my best.
Nice. How about the melon?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately.
Ha!
Must be a fad. Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
You say it has two different words. Sounds like something is wrong with your ass.
Yeah, well, fuck you too then. You have any more questions or stylistic pronunciation advice?
I like
He's
you,
not
guard.
offended. The experience has changed something in him.
No
Thanks.
problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Okay. Oh, this guy is here.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Nothing new to say. Northern Lion still here, still can't talk to him. Titus?
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
Oh my gosh, so few
Careful.
people now.
Looks like we got a situation here. Those guys are what CUNO calls the army. They think they're a big deal around here.
Crazy motherfuckers. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, Capo. That was mighty brave of you.
Situation diffused.
He's so proud of himself. You're tempted to believe that he
Yeah.
just diffused the situation. Titus's hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. Still, this hulking lump of man is glad to be alive.
Shake his head and nod in silence.
Now, how can I help you?
Sorry about the
Dio
people
was
he
old.
list.
I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Oh, the fat
Here
guy.
it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer. An honest tactic. And effective.
And Glenn was my
Yeah.
friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother.
Crazy homo.
We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Look at the shanky fella.
Dennis, you saw him run. He's a mean little shit and I never trusted him. He'd better run real fast now. Real fast.
Titus makes no attempt to hide his disgust. Grief-stricken anger boils in him.
You're good people.
Well, yeah. Memento Mori. Right.
Memento Mori, or remember that you must die.
Yeah,
is a
remember
slogan
death.
various religious orders have thrown around since the dawn of mankind to emphasize the vanity of earthly life and the transient nature of all earthly pursuits. In essence, it means one should live virtuously in this life to live better in the afterlife.
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. Because tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
Or you might die of a heart failure or syphilis.
Hey,
Ha ha
fuck
ha.
you for ruining a beautiful idea.
What's gonna happen with the Hardy Boys?
First, we're gonna find Dennis.
I'm going to find Dennis. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to kill him.
The tone of the statement is so matter-of-fact. It's as though he were talking about picking up a morning newspaper on his daily walk around the block.
It's not gonna bring back.
We're hunting that rat down. Let it be known what happens to cowards. And then, I guess I'll
Oof.
take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even
Nice.
ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy Boys.
You know what happened to Classy?
Don't know? Don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again.
Same here,
He
man.
shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big
Big
tit
tit.
in the other.
Yeah, go pay Monica visiting Janrock. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebacho.
I'll go pay your
Nice.
partner a visit in the hospital. I hear he got shot up pretty bad.
We don't have time for that grief shit. Kun and Pig are gunning it. We got a case to solve.
Kun? And what the fuck now?
Easy, E. Let the kid be. This is a day of mourning.
Have surprisingly
I don't
remained
want it
sober
turned into a
through
joke.
this. Yeah.
Chasing the kid around, the kid calling you a fucktard. We don't need that
I
shit.
said fucktard. Yeah, I guess because we have the power of like saving and reloading, I didn't need to use substances to like artificially boost my stats. Probably would have done it
Right.
otherwise.
Kuno keeps silent too.
You look after yourself now, Copper. Death passed on you today. But men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo Loco. Good luck in Jamrock.
Coco Loco.
Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, man. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies.
Oh.
Hardy boy, Copper.
Hardy boy. The guy is respect at the end. Gotta appreciate it.
Kuno's gonna scram now. Can't be seen with pigs. Can't shit on Kuno's good name.
What?
See you on the C4 island. Try not to get shot or drunk again. Kuno's counting on your ass.
Kuno will rejoin your party later.
God damn it, Kuno, you're my boy. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here.
Gesserai
Smells of
del
blood
retur
and heavy fuel oil.
prestare.
This was Cindy the Skull. The red-dyed fuel oil glistens. This was painted
One
very
day I will
recently.
return to your side.
And blood, some of it may even be yours. Looks like a giant mop was used to turn it into lettering. Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss.
Nice.
A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message. The flames
Disco
warm the face.
Elysium.
Then, a gust of cold wind, and the fire falters.
It's time to go to the island.
Slowly, the flames subside.
It is time. Indeed. I guess we can still check on with people. Which is
Oh
interesting.
my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto. Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this. Maybe
I'm
I
trying.
should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio.
Yes, you should do that. It
makes
would be
sense.
more appropriate for
Crime
you.
is the sixth element, you see. The darkest element.
Sixth
I can teach
element?
people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime. Exactly.
Sounds like a
It's
plan.
a brilliant idea. Thank you, office. In the meantime,
No thanks. You good?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Let's try that.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly. because you've talked
Supernatural.
before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time. Before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something.
Oh my
Don't you
god.
understand who those stars are? Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore. You know, like a cat in the dark. All big and wide-eyed.
Oh my god.
It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't
Gurning?
say party eyes loud.
Huh.
Others nearby. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Don't leave us hanging like that, man. Open yourself to the
Please.
experiences of the world. Expand your consciousness with amphetamines.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
The prelude to gooning? Probably. Fuck. I don't know. It's the yapping game. It is indeed the yapping game. We are getting close to ending it though.
Boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife. Not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace though. You have a true Boyadero heart.
Well, yeah, I do wonder what Ever has
the
to say.
harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out for the time being.
Can't help me
No,
get
man.
inside.
Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad. I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that rare I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live. You know it,
I'm
friend.
sure it'll do good. Oh, we missed this. Money.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
I've been better.
Man, what a day. I missed out
That
on most of
ruined
the
the leg
action, but I heard it
already.
was quite the encounter. Had a
Ah,
strong sense of finality to it. So what's
yeah,
next?
same.
You heading back to Jamrock now? Talker's local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Looking
Good
around.
luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right? Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. There's things more important than holding a grudge. It's okay. You've been through enough. We are what we are. And shoot. Okay.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire?
Woof. Good on her. And good on you, too, my man. That's merciful. Downright merciful. You cops keep exercising that muscle, and people will be more willing to cooperate, you know.
He's clearly relieved.
Nice. I'm glad I tied up that loose end. My god. Oh yeah, he's still around. Remember when I was collecting trash in order to give it for money with a paper bag?
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire. What kind of a policeman are you?
A beacon of light in the dull shores of mediocrity.
Oh, well, thank you, officer. It certainly lightened the mood. Very cozy, like a little street fair almost.
So nothing about that. I wonder if you say anything different.
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics in its purest form. Now, what can I do for you?
Nothing. Ren and the girl? I think I did.
Our tenant, the police, even I can see that.
Huh.
I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
And the guns were coming from
I'm not sure those were the loss of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Then we'll be ready for them.
Yeah. We still have one more bullet.
Officer Harry, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
She sounds
Wow.
almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Got shot in the foot.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
You didn't only get shot.
See the other guy still dead, one in the
So
hospital.
you're a killer. That's good, I guess. Better than being dead.
Most cops are killers.
Aye, I bet they are. The good ones, at least. Well, good for you. Of course. That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Immediately sunshine as she mentions it.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me.
Yeah, I see
They
there's
died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
quite a few people joining the stream. Hi, welcome. Don't be afraid to leave a comment as well.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I
Huh.
tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such. The twins.
Oh, wow.
God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Oh, I hope not.
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat,
Ah,
and no joyriding either.
okay.
Crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
Thank you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
There's the boat.
A skiff with a small
Whoop,
steering
whoop.
engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Tie your porter-reel boombox to the breaststock to keep you company. Oh my god, we can do that. Hold on. I guess it did autosave anyway.
The skiff, once you... Remember what the net picker said.
I don't think there's
It's a
anything
small...
else.
There. This is now a rock and roll skiff.
What did I do and why did I just do that?
Because rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad rock and roll. Tune it to Sad,
Sad
FM.
FM. What?
Sad FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
Just why? Boop, 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 boop. Whoop, whoop. I guess we are finishing it today. Thought it might take a little bit longer, but no, it's happening. I guess, yeah, after Ruby, it kind of like locks down. Probably more copyrighted music. Did you win? I don't know. We still haven't found the killer, technically. We survived, which is the most important thing, obviously. Kim got injured, which is pretty meh, but we got Kuno to have our back. So I guess that's something. Alright, let's see what we'll find on the island. Aside from Kim, you got the best outcome possible. Sounds about right. I guess I could have talked with the ravers in the church. They might have wanted to know how badass we've gotten. Got into a badass shootout. And yeah, I'm glad that I did try. Obviously, I'm very upset that Kim got hurt, but that's how you get Kuno to join the squad. How the hardcore cop took down some softcore mercies. Yeah, boy. The fucking bunker over here still taunting us. Oh, is this the place? Oh, look, there's a raft here. Guess Kuno is already on the island. There's a lot of checks that we have to do in the final mission, though. Like, there's like rhetoric, suggestion, logic, hand-eye coordination, and authority. Pretty crazy.
The boat comes to a slow stop. You turn the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance.
Good. You made it?
What? Where are you? He's back on the party.
I mapped the place out, and it looks like both of us aren't gonna make it. This is Death Island, the Hellmore.
Hell are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe Kuno's just pessimistic because of the massive speed hangover. I did scout the place out. I can fill you in.
The kid turns away from you, cautiously looking to his left and right. He's on the edge.
Yeah, he's coming off from
He
stimulants.
hasn't been here before either.
Okay.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
Cool fucking chain. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno would use it to bring shit to the island.
Amazing. Got 2 points. Come on, Kuno, try to keep up. I'm hurt and I'm still faster than you. Muzzled. ICM. Okay, okay. What the fuck is this? Twin cannons, medium distance, large caliber.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right.
This shit's cold?
No, this isn't right. It's cold now, he was supposed to say. But someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired. But he's not here to say it. Something else got in the way. Events intervened.
The thing we heard on the airship. It's Kim who would say that. It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. Oh my god. This, yeah, it was what we heard on the radio.
The boy helps you out, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. CUNO flicks the switch. The recoil start wakes the old generator up instantly. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
We're in. We're doing this. Don't know. Looks like downstairs somewhere.
The tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going for a day.
Okay, we turned on the generator here. What the fuck is this place?
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Check this shit. Someone's been squatting here. CUNO knows because this shit looks like CUNO's place.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, without really hearing it.
Hey, CUNO doesn't want to hurt your feelings, but you look like shit. Maybe you should lie down in the bed, like recover before you die. Cool,
No time.
whatever. CUNO doesn't really give a shit.
What? Just like sleep here? That's a task? Just why?
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures.
Just drop dead after this investigation.
Popular depictions
Yeah,
of man versus nature.
totally
by amateur
possible.
Naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Been reading shit here. Hooked on the book.
Is anything unusual stand out? What's this? Hey, we found the fawn shirt. Nice. Army surplus winter scarf for extra empathy. Also, we need, what was it again? Conceptualization.
Soft covers, serialized, and oh yes,
Nice.
under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory.
Ooh.
Dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature.
Nice.
Published by small imprints, such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly light reading.
Powerful communist theory, rigorous and truthful.
Yeah.
He has no idea what that means. Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Yeah, cool. Detective shit.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
CUNO doesn't give a shit. CUNO's not hooked on the book. Trying to get me hooked on it. Teachers and shit.
This means we have a critical theory-loving vagrant here. Interesting.
Get the white chick in the first place. Ah, I see. Interesting. Ooh. Drugs. Magnesium. What's this?
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
Old hardware from the big power box upstairs. Circuit bender shit. Military grade. Try fucking with that one. It's red.
The dial slides under the glass, dark and silent. Restoring electric power has not breathed. The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. A
Nice.
dim, ambient orange. The door comes screeching to a halt. Behind it, you see a hole in
Oh,
the concrete
sweet.
floor where light shines in.
We needed to go there. That's good. Oh my god, it takes its time to open this
A
door.
sudden wave of anxiety.
Fucking right. Kuno doesn't know, but Kuno wants to. Why?
Yeah. Oh. Was under the steps. Okay, and then we can also go outside over on this place. Let me quickly check it. I don't think there's anything of interest here, but we can obviously very quickly check.
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Leave it all and walk in with a bottle in your hand.
But it's cold.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm like the inside of her mouth. Oh fuck, yes. Go there in your head. It's been days since you thought about her. A week. No. We're not starting with that. Not now. Not this time. This thought is over.
Thank you,
In the
Volition.
still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez, reflected. Tall edifices of ruins reach into the water, like shimmering towers. And the shacks too. Pine
Sadly,
trees
you
and
couldn't move
montelores
on from her.
upside down.
Yeah.
Islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead into the water in front of you.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. Ice cracks under your feet. Careful not to fall through. Yeah, that would be bad. Is this everything we have here? Just some thoughts about our presumably ex-wife. We never meet her or learn about her, but they seem to constantly think about her. Oh, missed something. Make you wince. Huh. Make out the console and the blast door. Interesting. Oh, we found some shit here. Lump fuel canister. We already had
There's a
one.
rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head
Phone
of it,
call. You could have
double
called her.
decoration.
Damn it!
Firing slits, like two eyes.
Ah.
This is B triple prime on the island. A nest.
Oh, this is the
A
place.
single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri, the same rear brand from Land's End before. There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation. A tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10. The doomed commercial area.
And between the two,
the box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Motherfucker, you see in the window or not? Cuno fucking knew it. This is a sniper's nest, right? Fucking assassin action. Cuno barely understands what's happening, but he likes the shit out of it. Where? Right fucking on.
He feels uncomfortable suddenly.
Let's get a move on. We're out in the open here.
oh yeah, boy. Oh, we almost missed this. Duramine. Feel eyes on your back. Oh god. It's probably Cuno. It's probably Cuno. It's probably fine. Alright, what we have? Okay, just made out on the other side. A rubber dinghy. Small white blossoms. Alright. Oh. Oh my god! Who are you?
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to
Last man
pupils,
standing, true.
unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
You retained your eyesight.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
A shudder of disgust passes his right side. His left side remains motionless.
Did you close the blast door?
And you opened it. How?
Feel the giant didn't use the console.
Burn that console down. Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
I told you not to play shitty rock.
It was Sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness. A weapon of the bourgeoisie.
Okay, so we have a leftist here, but
Fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip gyrating, mental illness music.
Nice gun you got.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit, but it gets the job done.
Back to getting political, yeah. Bell
It's
McGraw.
a 3-Angong 446.
Southeast Samarin made. Exotic. Must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
Whoa! Massive gun!
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk, white from the ball.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis of the world revolution in the Safari Empire, extinguished in '06.
They wouldn't like hearing their name in your mouth. Damn dog.
And stay true to you, mine stay
Yes.
true to me.
I bet you've killed a lot of people with it. You fascist fuck. Have you come to make me one of them?
His right eye twitches. With what? Fear? Rage?
Fuck yeah, this is happening!
He's high off the fear. Like an untrained fighter, he leans forward, back hunched, ready to spring.
You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move.
The fuck? No fucking way. Not on Kuno's life. Officer Kuno's got his keel A9 pointed at your fucking head, and he is gonna blow it clean off if you don't drop your weapon right now.
Damn, Kuno's got him.
Even with the intensity he's putting in those words and the fidgeting in his pocket, the kid is unconvincing.
Disarmed by a kid. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Oh.
Like an amputated limb in the sand, he stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness. The old man pulls back the hood of his plastic cape and looks up into the sky.
The future teaches
Real music. Real Prolet Kult. That's La Revolutionnaire, not your rock and roll.
Kuno really pulled a critical success there.
Soldat of the black and whites.
But he's out of bullets, so it's not like he
Marching
could
son.
have made much.
Forget about that for a moment. You need to address that remark first.
There you go. One of three. In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess. Everyone has. They named a fucking perfume after it. Talk to her. It's the drugs you're all on. Druggies, whiners, and whores.
All around you, the air
Damn
slowly
it.
circulates the islet, carrying little swallows and black-beaked seagulls in its slow drift. They all, every one of them, every bird, mammal, and crustacean, keep their distance.
How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little tremor passes through. It was dear to him. He resents forgetting it. His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. Still warm from his parched hands. Not the metal. The metal is ice cold. This weapon has been modified several times. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut.
So is this like a former revolutionary, like that Japanese soldier in the Philippines that just never surrendered?
On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood. Triangong, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
This guy smoked a lot of people with this, huh?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
Looks like old shit.
The old man does not answer.
It's the deserter.
Just
Well, I can
stares
see
in
that.
front of him. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze.
Got the
Is it
gun.
some kind of involuntary response? Something is slightly off with his motorics. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time.
Who are you?
My name is Joseph Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
Everyone charged, chose to hide.
I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
Wait! Like the fucking ancient army?
All over the army of the commune.
Yes, I am from the Insulindian Citizens Militia, recruited from Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle Ariane, consigned to
École de
emergency
Contrôle
defense
Ariane.
duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
No. I've been on other islands too. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18.
Damn.
Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
So, you know, deserted but still kept fighting.
43 years and 10 months.
The length of my entire life.
It's too long. It's not how a human being should live. But I couldn't just forget what I saw. Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children, street hawks and migrant laborers. The temperature is steady. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41.
Always waiting. For her to return. Girl, child, revolution.
And it gets too powerful. The rich are very well organized.
They have you. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try.
So you
I was
deserted
just
your unit?
16 years old, 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism.
This guy is very well politically
A second
educated.
is all it took for reaction to take hold.
It wasn't a reaction, you were just afraid.
It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid. May the 13th, 08, 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic. The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I was going to the map room.
A terrible shame still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
Nah. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened at the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
Airships, multi-rotored airships used in the land.
Aerostatics. The landing had started. I climbed out into hell. There were ships all above, hissing, whirling, and men pouring out. The chain was submerged, so I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too. Shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction.
Yeah, political commissar.
It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
Some kind of great terror. Worse than you've ever seen.
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know that the bourgeois are not human. I had to. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
What is this
It's
place?
not an island, Dwat. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender. The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We captured it in '02, retrofitted the fort with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world. Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
First, I'm not one of them.
Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people Deathblow? You don't know. You haven't seen it. Iblis, the black-eyed angel.
Shaitan Ahura, the darkened one.
How have you survived all
How
this
does
time?
anyone survive? I steal.
Now hold on there.
You could have become self-employed, create the system.
You're insane and grotesque. Everyone steals. Vegetables, supplies. It's the life of a dog. I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
Kuno's dad has this shit. Wine belly. The cops can take care of this, right? Medicine shit. With, like, facilities.
Cancer. Police could give
I
you medical
need
trip.
to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns.
We also have Druamine.
Oh.
I have been running out of that stuff.
There's no way he could manage the pain without them. It's safe to say he is addicted to painkillers by now.
It's the little joys. The dark joke. A sunshiny day. Morphine. There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund. I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of I don't even know what. Inferno?
I also have hole in my brain.
No wonder. All your minds are rotting from the radio waves. I watched the traitors of this city turn the lights back on. More and more each year. Ruins glittering in the dark like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
You guys don't you don't like TV?
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night. What was it like? There was hope. A little hope. They needed to snuff it out. Martinez and Coal City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Krasmasov coursing in their veins. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequencies dead.
Here,
At night, I used a dinghy.
Right.
I only
Saw
went
the
after
dinghy.
dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching from bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs, rabbits, and dogs. Men without ideals are only animals.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting, drinking, laughing.
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves, right?
Damage
I know.
yes.
Sleeping. Some nights, ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
You feel the dots connecting.
Yes.
Little dots on the map he's walked across.
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore. They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground.
The old man looks across.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
The RCM into a Mazovian revolutionary
Rock and
unit.
roll posturing. You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste Insolente. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
Feel sad for him.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit. Rene, the royalist on the coast, said,
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. I answer to the Communist Party.
Or that doesn't want you anymore, yeah.
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
Honor is a feudal atavism. My motive is class. No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
Trained in the Science Defense Corps.
In historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar by the party. These things used to mean something.
The old man does not answer. He tilts his silver head and looks at the reeds.
Yeah,
You see
political
a smoke trail
commissars.
through his legs.
My pig asked you a question. Quit spazzing out and tell him about the...
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique is a knight philosopher of the revolution. A future human.
Awakened from shutdown by the promise of ideology, he nods slowly. Then another tremor.
Today the real revolutionizing is done by entrepreneurs. Ugh. Did we not gain enough socialism to... Oh my god, it says people killed 4 now. Wow. We have 31 communists. Is that not enough?
There's nothing serious in this world. I've used it for killing people.
Here we go. A trail of blood. Even the kid can smell it.
Killing people? Like straight offing them?
It when you got rid of the thought.
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that.
Right. Damn it.
I've used it to kill people.
You mean like lately? After the war?
He just called you a pedorist. Damn.
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Okay. This is it. You can feel it. Like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while. But this is what you live for. This is the shit. The great serotonin jackpot. The solution. Go in straight. No. Be careful now. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
I don't want to tell you anything, you grotesque murderer.
And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me. I'm wrong all the time.
Calling out the security
You're
contractor.
who now? He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again.
Oh.
This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Fastest death squad took a bullet in the mouth.
Oh yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him? Fucking tell this cop.
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol.
Oh.
I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The gun. The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood.
Yeah.
But what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
We've done the ballistics.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
He's practically admitting to it. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know where it is. Find it yourself. It's your problem now.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you? One twig got broken. Now the others are sad.
Got nothing to say about that, boomstick, huh? You choking?
Yes, it's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistols. I've seen you prance around with those, jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
He saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything.
Damn it.
I watched it happen. You let those murderers rip right into them. Got most of them killed. Even the fat one. None of those people mean anything to you. The vultures feed on this city, and you prepare the meal for them.
You're getting diverted. Push the gun. Only the gun matters.
You let them all die. Pranced around. Let your little friend be shot too. I didn't get
tell
a
me
look at
about
that. Tell me, did he bleed out? I know what it feels like. I lost people because I was weak.
I wanna
too.
punch him.
Who are you trying to prove this to, huh? Your friend? He's not here. He's dead, isn't he?
He's in the
The
hospital.
world will rejoice when he dies. One fascia less. Stupid dwat.
Getting wiped by this guy a little bit.
Intuition is an aberrant psychologism. It reeks of crypto-fascism. The parasite class use intuition to justify their rank in life. It's all just palmistry and magic, Earl creatures.
I agree.
Your brain is rotting from the radio waves. You too. They're twisting you.
But he did say that communism killed him in that vision, so that is pretty correct. That you cannot get more on point than this.
But still, somehow you knew it was a communist. Perhaps you suspected it before you took the case. The vision was you remembering that. Was it supposed to? The inland sea is dark, vast, and no, the miracle is still waiting. This is the darkness. You are. Soon it will happen.
Standing there, slack-jawed.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolutionary symbols from the war. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom. Now they're gonna come up.
Thank you,
You
Head.
got it.
Thank you.
Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly, nostalgic even. A strange.
He's actually slapping himself. He did actually slap himself.
So many this year too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here.
I haven't seen these flowers anywhere else, only here.
They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood. Resurrection was snow white in May before they ruined it.
South, the Bay of Martinez is dotted with little freckles of islets, turning green, with white flowers in white snow.
The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
Bet you've been sneaking around a lot. Hidden. Know any secret paths? CUNO knows path.
I may. Classier. With the victim.
There is a small tremble, looks like a smile. A crooked smile, yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst. Don't leave any loose ends. Get him on everything.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa? Some shit. Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called Sensory. You see their V-shaped logo, but can't make out the size. These are not the unusual horizontal patterned souls you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size. Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The kid gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed.
So, hi.
Human.
Welcome to the live stream.
Blunt end of a hammer.
Oh.
Dripping with blood.
Almost at the end of it. Not saying he didn't deserve
Beating
it.
us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
That is true. It's going well. We are getting close to the end of this game. It's gonna be a long fucking episode also. I've been recording since the tribunal.
Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
I had a good ending with Romania into the election. Yeah. It's not an ending. Yeah, the fight keeps going, but we got a bit of relief.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol. I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing.
And the choice you wanted.
Phase.
Yeah, I guess.
I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth.
Oh. It's it's not perfect, but yeah, it is what I voted for.
I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore.
We'll see how it works.
I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Damn. Yeah, Simeon was definitely favorite, but I don't know what happened. Basically, in the 2 weeks before, it looked like he just gave up, essentially. Like, I think he realized that either he didn't want to be president, or he didn't want to be president right now because it's a pretty difficult situation. And he just, like, whatever, left and campaigned in, like, Italy, France, and Poland.
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own, and so they did.
Fucking hell!
We have the confession.
Yes?
A motive. A real cop gets a motive now. He could say he was taking the fall for someone. It's useless in court without a motive. Go be a cop now.
Make threats. Yeah, obviously. Making threats, insulting autistic people, just everything. he was a shit candidate to begin with, but yeah, whatever he did in the last 2 weeks was bizarre. But yeah, if things don't get better, and I'm not sure if we have it in us to make them get better because we have a very fragmented parliament, he could win next time, which is not great. We might have the basically get what happened in the US where they elected Biden and then 4 years later Trump got back in. Not in Romania at the moment, I'm back in the UK.
Coax it out of him.
I have been
They were fucking.
during I have been for Easter.
I'm always looking.
You always peeping on people through your scope like that?
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
Plan to come back, not in the short-term future. In the long term, maybe.
Helps him see all the shit.
And if you don't like what you see,
Click.
Oh,
then you pull the trigger.
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it.
just leave your country, just for job. I really like video games, and video game development is just not really a thing in Romania. Not to the level that it is in the rest of the Western Europe. But if the UK keeps declining or stagnating as it is now, and Romania keeps developing as it is now, it is expected that by 2050 Romania will surpass the UK in the GDP. So maybe then I'll come back. Working at Glowmade, small company. We're making a new game. It's been announced. You can look it up. It's called King of Meat.
You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
What especially did you not like about
them fucking? I didn't like that.
You were jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore.
You're developing. Yep, that is the game.
And I wanted to see his head explode.
Officially working on.
She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second, writhing.
To develop alone? Yeah, many times. It's a lot more difficult though than I thought. I might still try to do it at some point. It's just been very busy last couple of years. But it's always an option. I have developed some custom scenarios for like Rise of Nations and stuff. Also made like some very small games that just didn't really publish because they aren't practical. Busy with work, busy with YouTube, busy with Krav Maga, busy with politics. It's been all over the place.
For the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
The caliber of bullet he used does not do that kind of damage.
Since she came to Martinez, I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning.
Krav Maga.
Behind the Fell building.
Self-defense martial arts.
Winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then. Just a spot in the night, moving, hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
And beautiful.
Her passport and ticket to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
It's good. It's pretty alright. It's the most practical self-defense technique. It's oriented around realistic scenarios, so yeah, obviously, you know, you need to find a good instructor and good teammates and stuff like that. But yeah, so far I like it.
In the free state of Semonine, hidden away at the edge of the earth.
Communism. Well, when I say Krav Maga, you think about communism. It's a bit of a stretch.
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually. No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to phone. Oh, I mean, I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks. And a body hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
Your future plans? I don't know. I would like to do the streams more often. Right now I'm only doing them twice a week. And I would like to do more montages, just that I don't really like editing and it takes a lot of time and I don't have enough money to pay other people to do it, so... Because one of the names in game... Krasmazov Krav Maga, I see it.
The bruises.
Funny.
Can you make that out in a scope? And the fact that she was a spook? How did he come to that?
She had different color hair on the photo.
Should try shorts. I am doing shorts now.
Forged.
Doing...
Some sort of sordid,
I post them once a week.
I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
I just, I don't want to turn it like a complete shorts channel to like make them every day. But I have started like the shorts of the week. Every Saturday I post that, so you can check those out as well.
You can't see that through a scope. It's just a blur there.
It quickly comes to you.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Ooh. Everything in him fills with impossible longing, all at once.
With a clip point knife. Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
So he was looking through the wall.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny. Yes, that, too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but...
Those two took the cake.
Yeah, the lightning gets shit going. Speed freaks fucking in the bushes.
He must know his way around a creaky floorboard and a rusty hinge on a door.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty.
The steel door?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there.
Game
bourgeois. 15 years ago.
Damn it.
He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union Box window.
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
The coals of his eyes glistened suddenly, like stones dripping with water.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
Is why I left right flowers behind
No,
her.
I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room on the floor, like she does sometimes, the day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do, and maybe, I told you, I have holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you.
A sudden pang of rage.
If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you. Her.
It was about bitches.
Yeah, got him. Kuno knows it.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days.
But she let us hear first.
Gone. I knew it. She kept staring into the scope this last week at the island, like she knew. She'd look at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me. It doesn't matter.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol, snow falls on 40-story towers. Above them, Elysium Central Aerodrome, a cocoon suspended in the snowy sky by a web of suspension wiring, encircled by hybrid aircraft. On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Yet still, she smiles among the crowd, among the great ghosts of the city she's leaving for another, far south, smaller, distant, hidden, not like the great chandelier she sees sparkle in the night below her. Streetlights, towers, tenements, and water, and across it, a dark strip of ruins, barely visible if she didn't squint her eyes. He knew she knows. She was looking at the island, figuring it out, day by day, cigarette by cigarette.
We can totally get more out of him. He's squealing.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? Enough. Take him in, bend his arms behind his back, and end this.
A tragic comedy.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. The familiar put of hatred.
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house, stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries, pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that social democratic union and the farce of a social democrat who runs it.
One Call of Duty match, yeah.
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins, in tents, like animals, like those boom morons on the island. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs. The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins too. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Coyamoran, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex.
Okay.
At least that old cunt Fricelle is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under the horse car. Until, in the 30s, those disco whores.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter. There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating. And the Sucriant on her yacht? Joyce? Probably.
Yeah.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy. The true enemy of the proletariat. Placating the masses.
Damn.
Disappointment. So personal. He displays a familiarity with the union's top brass.
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean, the brains of the operation. The smart one.
Edgar.
Oh.
That mobster toad couldn't run a shithouse. He has no political education. His twin, Edgar Clare, that one's been to one of those East Revachol universities. He talks a big game about uprising and alienation and so on.
Talk to Edgar?
First against the wall with him.
The Clears know everything about Martinez. Of course they know him too. Maybe they asked him to.
I haven't approached anyone. I've hid. It was Edgar who came to me. He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. I told you, he has brains. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left. Wouldn't rat me out. I was right about one of those things.
Did you kill the Colonel Mr. de Clares?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat. As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything for that swine again. Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics.
Huh.
They didn't stick. We parted ways.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them, but he's insinuating something.
Every fucking morning for 34 years.
Focus on the game.
That ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. That
Depends on the game.
Working class game. I don't care what they say on radio, June.
If it's a more slow-paced game, I can definitely interact with the chat more. It's a more high-paced game, then obviously I like to interact with, focus on the game.
Itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race.
Oh.
A tank maniac race traitor. What is there to be agitated about? The unholy ghoul? I love it there. It reminds me of everything we fought for. At least we killed Afistel and his kingsman.
58%. I don't want to do all this again. Ah.
The connection comes
nice.
to you like a splash of cold water. Dark, cold water.
Didn't run the Union back then.
He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the dark bend.
That bourgeois cow. Tiffin Holly was her name. Licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. Never seen a labor leader so hot on mutual cooperation and money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder and a deal maker.
Bordering on sentimentality, it drips out of him, tempered by something familiar to you. A familiar rage.
She was. And she was real soft on those money men. Had a Barbara Muskova bag over her shoulder that she liked to bring to work. Called in, they say, on the eve of battle. Ran away. Vanished like a piss stain.
No, that's not quite it, is it?
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is, the bend in the river.
Because she was dead?
Just say nothing.
Oh.
The cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled? Hard to say. It was a sloppy job. And a moving target.
So he killed Everard, counter-candidate for the Union
She was
leadership.
going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like she often was.
Damn.
The ruins are black around her, and she had a yellow leather bag under her arm. She tried to cross the canal, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new bâtiments for the people who flourish in the hell around her. And the ruin. Someone shot her. Or maybe the cow just fell. My memory is full of holes. All I know is...
Another big spike of rage. Different from the one he has for her.
Nothing changed. Not in the material base. Not in the hegemony. There was no uprising. Just words. The Union fizzled. Sogged. Nothing came of it. Nothing.
Slippery fuck didn't keep his word.
Yeah.
Now that sounds like you want me to testify in your charade of law. My days are numbered. Let them rot away in a moral intern cell. I've said all I will. All you know is I saw it happen, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Her plump body bobbing up and down in that canal like a cork. That chick yellow bag still on her, strangling her.
Oh, wow.
The same old freezing hatred.
It's all gone.
I
ain't going.
I can leave just to like save and put something for like composure before we do that check. That's so funny. After that gigantic call. Just a second. I don't really care about the other things, to be fair. But I did want to save because we have been chatting for quite a long time. And I got some good ones.
The old man's, his lip curled.
Horse. A sucrion, a bloodsucker. Women like her feed on the life energy of young working class men. And they let her. I can't believe the inert lumpen out there. They just let her drive her little boat like that. No violence, not even a robbery. The working class has lost their appetite for justice.
If only he had the ammunition.
Syphilis is a disease Philip III contracted in a whorehouse. The statue is an abomination.
I agree.
Glad. It's all gone.
Really? See, I knew it was good to save.
The old man stares, his lip.
The sick women, I can't.
If only.
Syphilis is. Glad.
We really don't have anything else for composure, do we? It increases composure, not. Oh, the shoes! Nice. Okay. That ought to do it.
The old man stares, despondent for.
Ah! Come on.
The old man stares. What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. For a man who spent 44 years hidden in the urban wild, indeed, he speaks
Surprisingly
fluently.
okay.
His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all, he seems animated. It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gestures, thought processes cut off like threads as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system. You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid, keen even, not senile. Is this some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something? Not only the painkillers.
We already know that.
No. I won't be stuffed full of shit like the rest of this city.
Didn't he say?
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use painkillers because they have pain. Untreated illnesses. Not enough money for a greedy doctor.
Are you sure about him being lucid? Maybe he's just affected by an extreme
case of socially. Oh, now you say it. Really? I couldn't have. Oh, really? No way. This guy.
It's not a downer, rather an upper.
Just like some kind of decadent rock star. No, I'm not okay. I shit blood, and I'm surrounded by insane people.
There it is again. Erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, and the stomach thing too, of course. Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something even you have not tried? Keep your eyes peeled.
Ooh.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Huh?
This terror, the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting.
What is he doing?
The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear.
Your rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officer on the scene will be used against you by prosecutor. Write a legal counsel within a week. Must face courts in 44 days.
Do you understand?
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
We don't need your permission. We do need to talk about that boat, though. How are we gonna take him? Yeah, no. Only two are gonna fit in that fucker. I guess you could take him back, but...
Wait, but then, who watches over him while you're coming back?
Nah. That is a problem.
Fuck. It's the three piggies in a boat problem.
The 3 piggies in a boat. Did you get bored of this game? I fucking love this game. Holy shit. Love games like this.
Farce. This is a fucking farce. I can't.
Lillian, you could ask her.
Watch this killer.
I just like story-driven games with like
This
choices and
fucking
stuff.
World. This world. What is this?
Below the confusion and rage, a fit of jamais vu like yours.
And it is political, yes. That
More
is
pressing matters take its place.
very important.
How about the CUNO comes back for you?
Can let the kid go and take him or something to the station?
This fucking world. What are you talking about? Is this us?
Cold. From the east, your skin is crawling suddenly.
What is he doing? Oh, I didn't get to do that last choice. I was just talking with CUNO about how we do it. Oh. Oh my god! The phasmid? No way!